Is your email inbox full of emails and you don't know whether they're legit or another scam? I'm going to give you a couple AI tips to help you determine whether those emails are worth clicking on the links or deleting them and never looking back. I've gotten quite a few emails. A lot of them love to tell me how amazing I am and that I won some contest or some free gift for something. And most of those I know are scams and I don't click on them, but there are some that are more questionable because these scammers are getting good at what they do. They are upping their game in how they are sending these emails with what they look like. They look like legit emails, yet I never know if they are or not. And that's why I head to AI to get some help figuring that out. And I want to show you how to do it. So the first thing we need to do is open up the email that came. I'm going to take you over to my computer so I can walk you through how I do this. I have one that's legit and one that's not, so you can see the difference in both of them and know what we're looking for in terms of scam emails and legit responses from AI. Now, I do want to preface this that this is just my go-to method. It is not 100% accurate, but it is the second step in validation for me. So the first, I have a couple checks that I do myself, and I'll share those with you as I open up this email, as well as then going to AI to further validate whether it is a scam or it is legit. And I do not click on any links until I have done these two things. So this is the email that I got from a Walmart program. I'm pretty sure I signed up for this, but by the time I got this email, it had been a really long time ago, and I honestly don't remember what it was, if this was the name of it, if I actually signed up for it, because a lot of time goes by when you try signing up for some of these programs that I just didn't know. And you can see it has this get started link down here. I'm always skeptical of links. I will not click on them until I do something to determine if it is a valid link or not and where it's going. So first up, we want to check out where it's from. You can see it says walmart.com. And then the second thing is the logo that I always look at. Scammers are notorious for having things that look pretty close, but there's usually something a little off, whether it's where it was sent from or the logo is not quite exact to the logo of the actual brand. So those are the first two things that I like to check, and I will check the address down at the bottom of the screen. I will actually type that in and see if that is a legit address for the company that's sending me the email. So the next step after I've done those things is to go to Copilot. So let me pull up Copilot. And if you are new, my Copilot calls me Jen Josh because that's my husband and I's name combined together. It's kind of like Brangelina, and I just think it's hilarious, so we don't change it. So I'm gonna go here, we're gonna click this plus button because I want to take a screenshot of the email that we're questioning. And so you would do this right in your inbox. I have already taken a picture of this just to keep privacy of the rest of my email inbox, but this is how you would do it, and just highlight everything that you can, including that email address that it came from and the button down at the bottom. And so then what that does is it puts it right here into Copilot. And now we can, so you can see it added right here. I'm going to ask if this is a legit or scam email that I just received. So I just received this email. Is it legit or a scam? And we'll hit enter. And so what I love about doing this is it takes a look at that picture, and just from that, it gives us some signs, in this case, why it's legit, things that make it appear to be legit. So we talked about the sender email address, and since it's walmart.com, it's telling you that it's a known domain for this program, so that's making it legit. And again, the branding and logo, they're consistent, that's Walmart style. And there's no suspicious links, calls to action, and it has a clear purpose inviting me to this specific program. Then you see that it still gives me a couple of extra things we can do to further validate whether this is legit or not which is one of my favorite things about this process, is I don't have to be satisfied with the initial assessment that this gives me. We can still talk about it and ask more questions, and I always do that because I'm never satisfied with the first answer. We keep going back and forth until I feel confident in the answer, especially in this case when it's telling me that it's legit. I want to know that it is legit. So it says to hover over the button here, which this is a screenshot, so it's not going to do that. But what I would do is right click this and get the link and hit copy link. Don't hit open the link, you want to hit copy the link. Then we go back to Copilot, and I'm just going to do Control V to paste this very long link you see here into Copilot. And we are going to ask, not spell ask, if this is this a legit website the link in the email is sending me to? Now, you don't have to do that with every one. It may pop up immediately that this is a scam email, so then there's no reason to mess with the link at all. But since this one is checking all the boxes of being legit, I am going this one extra step to continue to determine whether or not this is actually legit. So here, one of the things, and it's hard to see it in this long link, I know it's in here, that it is from this Scintilla.com. And so that would be one of the red flags to me, is that it's not a Walmart website that it's sending me to, right? So here that is addressed, and it says that though it's not a Walmart domain, it is a known email tracking and redirect service used by legitimate companies. So this would be something Walmart would use in order to take you to the final destination of the Customer Spark website. So then it gives you your safety assessment, and it still gives you some extra things if you want to do it. So all in all, this page is determined that it is legit. I clicked on this link, I signed up for this program, and I'm so thankful that I did. And I am so thankful that I used Copilot, because if left to myself, I literally would not have clicked on this at all and would have just assumed it was a scam from the get-go, because if we're being honest, most of them are. So I'm going to show you a second one, and I bet we've all gotten emails like this, so I want to show you this and that it works for this too. So let me pull up my second email. So here's one that I also got. It's from service@paypal.com. You see up here at the top. And then it has this other something here, shop. And this says it's from a trusted sender. You can see the PayPal logo, but if you're paying careful attention, you will know this is not the full PayPal logo. So there's a red flag. This is a red flag from this address up here. But the thing that we get is that we owe this monstrous sum of money, and we start to panic, right? So, and then you just automatically click this link to see if we owe this amount of money, and you do not want to do that. So what I would do here is the exact same thing we did before, and I'm going to do that so you can see it. Let me pull up Copilot again, and we will do another screenshot of that in this same chat. I'm going to keep it going. Take a screenshot. This time I want to make sure, oh, I messed it up. We're going to do that again. There we go, because I want to make sure that I get all of that. So now I have that. And we want to ask it again, is this a legit email or scam? Oops, I have these long nails on, and it makes it a little hard to type. All right, so we're going to hit enter, and this one raises some serious red flags, and you can see that it is breaking it down. So I wanted you to see that it doesn't just give you what is working, it's going to work both ways. And this one is pretty much telling you this is not legit, because of all the things we mentioned. Here's this, the invoice is addressed to this person, and the unusual domain name, a generic seller's name, the phone number. Legit invoices rarely include a phone number like that. So there's lots of things here to really just lay it out that this is probably a scam. The next thing, and this is listed down here in what you could do next, and this is what I did when I got this email. I went directly to my PayPal account because I knew that if I owed money or had an invoice, it would be within that account. So I never click the links for things like this. I get them from all kinds of companies saying I owe money for something that I know I didn't spend it on. And rather than panic, I just wait. I go sign into the account that it's in. If I've already owed it this long, they're gonna wait 5 more minutes for me to catch my breath and go sign into this thing. So that's what I did, and obviously I didn't owe any of that. It's completely a scam, and now we have used AI to tell us whether these emails are a scam or if it is legit, and both ways work. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope you give it a try when you're trying to determine whether you should click a link or not in your emails. If you found this helpful, hit the like and subscribe button. You don't want to miss out on future AI tips. The next one, I'm going to be creating a fun avatar in Canva AI, which is completely new to me, so we're going to learn it together. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.